So the hang on a minute. Right, so I had to let them dry out for a day or so, because so I've got the new rotor extension on. So these are the other two rotors. Obviously I've got to do this side yet. I have to do the other side, which is the anti-clockwise perspective, because this one's still causing some drag issues. So I've got to print those probably during the week. But we've got the new segments which are balanced for this side. I've weighed them all, and I've actually added some blue tack, you know, like silly putty, whatever, some of this stuff in some of the holes to balance this out, and also swapped out some of the big magnets, because these big magnets, they have slightly different weights. I had an extra two, you see, so by swapping those out, I managed to get the segments nicely balanced. You can see the field interacting with that. So the only thing is, I expect that we might have to make some adjustments to the field at some point. So what I mean is the exit points on these segments are this end, right? So we have the entry point, which seems to work pretty well, which seems to be okay, but the exit side, this point here, I might have to flip the magnets on here to reduce the drag, because this is the leaving part at this point here. But if I do flip these, it means I also have to adjust the entry points of the following segment, because obviously they're different poles, so one's north and then the next segment's south and so on. So, but at the moment we're just going along with what we have so far to check for improved RPM and reduced drag on the system. But there's lots of little attunements we can do later on, and I've got another slot here where I can add an extra magnet to increase the mid field, so that the field on the end, on the middle section, is stronger. And I've also left these two vacant, so we have a wider field of flux coming out. That's the wrong one. So we have a stronger field in the midsection here. As you can see, it tapers off as we go around. Right, so it's stronger in the middle, which is what I want really. So yeah, there's a lot of little adjustments I could be making. So the new canopy, I mean the new rotor I added on, I'm using some nails which are actually going through every third quarter, well, every third section, and they lock into this other rotor so it doesn't move out of sync, out of time, so that the timing's correct with the other rotors. And I'm quite happy with this new rotor I did. It's much nicer. I mean, there's less distortion in it, obviously, and I've been feeling the edge, the lip on here, and it feels really good. There is a slight step there, but that's probably because these rotors are a little bit off. But now what I can do to improve this before I actually put this together, I just want to pull these apart and show you what I mean, because there's a slight step there. So if I offset this, what I can do is if I just put my thing in here like this, pull them apart, maybe. It's not an easy job. I think I'll use my screwdriver, because I think they're slightly offset, slightly. I'll just put my screwdriver in and get these, because as I say, I've got these nails that line everything up. I'm going to need my hook. because I put this on yesterday. Well, yeah, it was yesterday I put this on. I don't want to mark it up, obviously. I'm just want to. It might be good if I get the big screwdriver. So I want to try and offset this slightly. If I can get my fingernail in there, actually pretty easy to use that screwdriver. Here you can see my location pin nails are sticking. You can probably see them. Once I get a gap, I can get my fingers in. So, alright, it's on pretty tight, which is good. I want it on tight so it doesn't slip. But watch I don't stab myself with them nails. There we go. Right. So there's the nails that stick through, which locate in those holes in the middle. And I want to offset this. So I want to rotate this 1/3 because I have to move that line. I'll get that up in a minute. So it goes in these slots. I'll just push this back again. I want to check this alignment because I'll try and get the balance just right. The seam of these, the seams should be flush with each other. Let's see if I can get that nail pushed in there. I might have to just see if I've got them located right. Alright, so I'm just gonna. I tried the screw method. I tried the screwing it, but they don't grip very well, so I'm just going to use the nails. They seem to work. This is a bit short. I think I need a longer one. That won't go in the hole. Try that one. That won't go in the hole either. I've got to have to use this. I think it'll go in. I want to hit the end of the nail. Just push this back. Let me just check the seam. Well, feels close. Should be. I'm in the right hole. Looks like I am. Ah. Oh. Can't see the nails in the bottom of that. I can't tell if I'm in or not. I think I am. I've got the wrong hole. I'm hoping it's gone in. Can't really tell. Let's see. It's not. Yeah, that seems to be right. I'm just going to get that line off there. Actually, I'll probably leave it. No, best not. Well, no, it won't make much difference really, but. This is just alcohol. I'll draw a new line across here. It's just for me to line things up when I'm putting it together, really. This one's, oh, I don't know, I think that pen's drying up, but the other one should be good. That's better. Yeah, right, so are we live? I'm not sure. I think we are. Hang on, I can't tell. Looks like it's working. So that feels good. Right, let's check the. Let's start putting these in. So the field should be. Let's see. That's pulling on there. So that's push. Oops. Yeah, that's pushing that. And this one's pushing as well. It should be. Yep. Don't want to roll up and hit them. Right. So I'll pop my new segments in. Right. One. I've got them numbered. Two. They're a much better fit. I don't even need the double-sided tape. 3. At least not yet anyway. If they shrink too much I'll have to use double-sided tape. I've got to balance everything as well. I've got to put it on the thing and see if it's balanced. Number 6. Right, so all of them are in. Check my field. You see this, the rotor on the far side, it's a lot weaker if you look. That's why I've got to redo that one as well. If you look, it's not even deflecting the gauge until I get to the middle one, which I've done, and this one I've done. Right, so they're right. So I'm going to stick this part back together and then I can check it for balance. Oops. Some of these fit better one way than the other. Right, let's see if it's got a heavy spot on it. Oops, I don't want it to fall over. Right, so I'm just going to spin it and check it if it sits in any position, because I've got to compensate for any offset in that weight. Just see where it settles. I'm hoping I've got it balanced right, because I've weighed them all and they should be all the same. It's just if this rotor slightly offset relative to the other rotors, because I balance these two rotors. So if this rotor here is slightly offset, we're talking about fractions of a millimetre. That's pretty damn good, that. Let's just move it a bit. We do have a slight heavy spot because it's accelerating here, so see where it finally settles. Interesting. So we do have a heavy spot somewhere. Slightly, not much. It's not much. It's only a fraction out. So this this is heavier on this side because this is the maximum deflection horizontally. So if that's sinking on this side, that means we need a little bit of weight on this side. So let's find out where it starts to accelerate. Well, it seems to be pretty stable there. So it's this one slightly heavier, or this one. So what I need to do is add a little bit of weight on this side, which is, I'll just get some of that blue tack. Bit of this blue tack. Let's see if we can compensate for that. Just push that in the hole and so add a bit more in here. See how that sells. So that's, I'm gonna, oh, it's right near my line as well, so I know where it is. So it's right next to that line I drew on the rotor. Let's just see if it, see how far off it is. That looks pretty damn good. That I'm happy with that. It didn't move much. I don't want it to go too fast. I just want to see where it sits. I think that's good. We're back to where we started from. My line's here. It's right there. So that's pretty good, is that? I don't think I need to do any more to the balance. Super duper. I'm just going to spin this from my hand, see if there's any wobble. A little bit of wobble, that's nothing. I don't know how fast I can spin it with my fingers. Yeah, we've got a bit of a wobble. I expect some wobble, but once it gets to speed, it's okay. So there's a little bit of wobble. That's because there might be more weight on this side than this side, and it tends to twist a bit. Well, I can't fix all of that. It's very hard to do that. See, these two might have gone out of balance since I adjusted and put the new segments in. Some of the segments might have dried out a bit, and the weight shifted a bit, but I'm not worried about that. The main thing is it's pretty much in balance. The centrifugal force when this is spinning will keep it in alignment anyway once it's up to speed. Right, so I'll stop that. I'll need to I'll move the camera over here and I'll start putting this in. Oops, shit, my thing come off. Hang on, hang on a minute. Right, I need to put this thing together. Oops. Damn it, I keep tripping over everything. Right, so where am I? I need some elastic bands on here. Oops, that leg's not going on properly. I need to put the bottom canopy on. That one. This damn leg's come off again. Okay, put this canopy on. Put the other one, which has got the coil on the back side. My elastic band's in the way now. I think the elastic band's come off the other one underneath. Hang on. That's it. I've got some extra elastic bands just to give some support to this, just to hold these from sliding around. Oop! That one flew off. Hang on. Right, that should be back together now. Let's check it. Right, all good. I'll put the belt on and I'll have to put the phone, I have to set the phone and make it hands-free again so you can see. Let's get this thing, let's get the RPM meter turned on. Hang on a minute. Ooh. Right, are we? Is RPM meter registering? Yep. Okay. Right, so I hope I'm not muted because I can't see the damn icons on this thing, it's just so dull on my phone. Right, so I'll start this thing up and put the oscilloscope on. We'll just have a look, see what's going on. And after supercapacitors want charging up, see how well balanced it is. Right. Right, I think we're under power now. Alright, so we're picking up speed. Right, the oscilloscope's on, we can see a waveform over there. Over there. I have to get the phone out of the, oh, the LEDs are coming on. We're running through one choke at the moment, by the way. So the supercapacitors are currently charging. I'm checking for balance right now. Oh, that's good. It's not wobbling. It's best if I just feel the table because I can feel the wobble on the table. Oh, there's a bit of wobble. Not much. It'll be fine once it gets some speed. LEDs have come on. Just over there. Now, if you remember, I think the speed we got to maximum speed we got up previously was about, what was it? 1177 or something, was it? Or was it 1277? I can't remember now. I'll have to go back and look at my video. We're running through one choke right now, and alright, so let me just get the phone out of this caddy thing. Hang on. Hang on a sec. Take the charge lead out. I want my thingamajig back on here. Okay, so we're picking up speed. We're running through one choke right now. LEDs. And the waveform's better than it was previously. Look, already, we're already above 4 volts. Peak to peak 14.8. We've still got a little bit of unequal on the waveform, but that's to be expected because of the, I haven't done that last rotor yet either. It's probably that last rotor that's causing me some issues, but that feels pretty. When I feel the table, there's a bit of wobble on it, but it's not bad at all. RPM's picking up. Obviously I'll need to fine tune the balance, the weight on it, because there is a little bit of wobble. Oops. Oops. I moved the canopy too far. takes a while to charge them supercapacitors to bring everything up to maximum speed. So yeah, even though I got the weight right on the segments, yeah, I might take that other blue tack out because I don't know if it's helping much, to be honest, because it depends on how far out to the circumference, the outside perimeter, you add weight, because the further out you put it, the more it can cause, when it gets up to speed, it can cause more problems than it solves. So yeah, the weight's got to be, you got to know exactly where the weight needs to be from the center to the outside perimeter, because depending on where you put that weight, it affects everything basically, because the faster it runs, the more leverage the weight has on it when it's near the outside perimeter than it does when it's on the inside, you know what I mean? It's fiddly. We're almost 1100 now. We should get above 1200. We're at 1100 now. So I think it's probably best I'll do another video later, because another live stream later, because this stream's getting a bit long again. It's I've already been at it for 30 minutes now, just putting the segments in and everything, and as I said, there's some fine adjustments to do. Someone's catching somewhere. Oops. Oh, it's just bouncing around a bit. So we're still picking up speed. I'll put this through both chokes. Let's see, where's the LEDs are over here? Hard to see with this light. I'll cast a shadow on them. If I connect both chokes. Oh, yeah, look at that. So that was what, but they go really bright. Look. I'll just leave it through one choke for the moment, I think. Oh, that thing sell. Back on the double one again. Oh, my RPM thing's jumping around as well. Yeah, I've still got some adjustments to do to that. Let's see. Checking my connections. Oscilloscope. Now you look at the difference. We are doing definitely better. Look at that, 15.9 volts peak to peak, and we're at 4.48 volts cyclic RMS. So that is definitely better, because I think it was about 3.2 volts cyclic before. We've basically gained a whole volt. And we're still picking up speed. Our input current is, I can see across the room, it's slowly dropping as it picks up speed. It's about 210 milliamps at the moment on the input current at 6.5 volt DC input. Still climbing. It takes a long time for this thing to settle down. What I can do is boost things up. I can if I supercharge the supercapacitors, we won't have to wait all night. Just a minute. I'll do that. Just flick the voltage up a minute. So if I just speed it up, let's just speed things up a bit so I don't have to wait all night. drop back down to the 10 volt range. We should be, the supercapacitors should be at the optimum now. Let's see what it settles down to on current. I'll give it a few minutes. So we should be, let's see what we're at now. We're still picking up speed. 1160. Yeah, there's something catching or bouncing on at the moment, so I need to sort that out. What was the other speed? I can't remember now. Was it 1177 or something? Might have been. We're definitely doing better. We're putting out more voltage on the oscilloscope and more better waveform. We're about the same frequency, 55 Hertz. Yeah. It might be wise to leave it a couple of days to let the, because those segments still haven't dried out properly. They've still got acetone on them, so the acetone tends to shift the weight a bit. So it's probably a good idea to just let things dry out for a few days and then check the weight again. I think putting that blue tack on at the last stage was probably not a good idea. I can soon pull it out. I know where I put it. It's next to that line, wasn't it? Let's go and see what the current settled down at. On the input current is settled down at about the same as what it used to be, 200 milliamps. About 205. Let's see how voltage is still at. Volts, it's 6.5 it should be. Yep, 6.5 volts DC. Our current is got my settle down. I think that switch might be want cleaning. And, yeah, it's a bit twitchy somewhere. Oh, it's settling, stabilising. I think there's some thermal aspects. Since I repaired this power supply, I put some new transistors in it. So we have a slight thermal imbalance. I didn't even bother to check that, to be honest. Yeah, it's settling. Yeah. So that's interesting that we're getting much more voltage now. Now what I'm interested in is we're at 1156 RPM. It's still climbing. Let's put it on the 2 chokes. Let's put it through double choke so this will get brighter. I'll just stand in the light so we have a shadow. Put this on 2 chokes and we'll see it get brighter. Right, that's through 2 chokes in parallel. Let's see what happens to that RPM. Our voltage on the oscilloscope has dropped up a bit because we've got a bigger load on it. 416 at cyclic. Let's look at the RPM. See what that drops at. Not a lot. As I say, this thing, the thing that drives this thing is a spindle motor up a CD-ROM. They don't have a lot of torque, so it helps you to see small changes more easily because it amplifies the changes, so you can see how much lag and drag you get on a system. That's why I use a small spindle motor. It's easy to see its effects when you put a bigger load on it. seems to be settled. That's pretty good, really. It's a shame about whatever's catching. Let me just try and stop that. Whatever's catching, I don't know what it is, but yeah, there's a balance thing I need to sort out, because it's feels bouncy. Yeah, I have to sort that out, which is annoying. Our LEDs are nice and bright right now. What's our speed? So that's with it through 2 chokes in series. That is with 2 chokes, that is for the LEDs. Let's put it back on 1 choke. Right, I'm going back up again slightly. So it's not a huge difference with when I put it through 2 chokes. I'd need to measure the current though, really. Anyway, I think that'll do for now, because I don't want this live stream to get too long. People don't have the patience to watch them all. Right, we'll see you later, and I'll keep you posted with the further developments as we go along. And thanks for stopping by. See you later.